Yo, yes now, blessed now. Don't forget the rest now. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Bruh. Yeah, what's going on with this playlist? I've never seen these options before. Loop playlist, shuffle playlist. That's new, isn't it? So, here we are. Some 41. Some 41. This has been a recommendation via the Patreon. Shout out to the user known as Luffy is Cool. Quite potentially they have their actual name attached to the username, but I don't know how to find that information, and to be honest, I don't know if they want their personal information being put out there. So shout out to Luffy is Cool, and anybody who's interested in Sum 41 and enjoys the Sum 41 listen throughs we do, give some respect to that user over there who has gone out of their way to request this for the people. So 59 million views is what we're going to start with on the Hell song. That's crazy, isn't it? This must be a great number. I'm just having a look. Do I know any of the songs on this record? I don't. And to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen the album artwork out there. So this is going to be good. This one also goes out to my man Sam. Sam, you know who you are, because Sam is a good friend of mine, and he's a very big fan of Sum 41. So let's put some respect out there. This is the Hell song, official music video. Let's go. King of the Pit TV.
Hey dude, you gonna check out the Sum 41 show tonight?
Hells yeah, man. Everyone's gonna be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. Let's go.
Upbeat indie rock music.
Everybody's got their problems. Everybody says the same thing to you. It's just a matter how you solve them. And knowing how to change the things you've been through.
This is how you remind me. Come on now.
Feel I've come to realize how fast life can be compromised. Step back to see what's going on. I can't believe this happened to you. This happened to you. It's just a problem that I'm faced with. Am I not the only one who hates to stand by? Complications at first in this line, with all these pictures running through my mind, knowing endless consequences. I feel so useless in this. Get back, step back, and dance for me. I can't believe part of me won't agree.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly, I don't feel so insecure. Part of me won't agree, 'cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly, I don't feel so insecure anymore.
That has to be the selling point, that, right? Yo, you tell me, is that the best part of the song? That good hook, that. Powerhouse. Ooh. This is a very inventive music video. I'm taking inspiration from this, because if you want to make a budget yet unique music video, you could do this. This is really good.
Everybody's got their problems. Everybody says the same thing to you. It's just a matter how you solve them. But what else are we supposed to do? Part of me won't agree, 'cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly, I don't feel so insecure. Part of me won't agree, 'cause I don't know if it's for sure. Suddenly, I don't feel so insecure anymore. Why do things that matter the most never ends up with
That was a good tune. Obviously the hook. Da 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 da. That was the point of the song, wasn't it? It's that hook right there. Yeah, that was good. That was a good tune. That was a good tune. That was a good tune. What more can I say to it? I thought it was a good music video. I'm happy we kicked off this record with that track because we've listened to Half Hour of Power and All Killer No Filler at this point, and I've heard a couple of Sum 41 songs, which I haven't come across yet on these records. Like, I've heard them on the radio and stuff, and it seems like I know there is a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek metal element to the band, but it seems like they really did just start playing, you know, borderline metal music at some point. And you know what? I don't like that as much as the 3-chord sing-along stuff. Definitely not. Over My Head, Better Off Dead coming up next. I mean, we might get into it on this record. It might be where they introduce it to the degree as to which I'm speaking of. So, track number 2 coming up next at 20 million views. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Does This Look Infected is the record we're listening to today by Sum 41. Let's go. Track number 2, Over My Head, Better Off Dead. Let's go. Now I'm 30 already. I've got my wife, my job, my life. Your fair shout. Good on you. Good on you. Everyone's saying same, bro. Same, bro. Bro, I'm behind. I remember listening to this when I was in high school. I'm desperate for a girlfriend and just get through life. Now I'm 29. I have a job, wife for already 2 years, going strong. Yeah, fair shout to all these marriages going on in the comments. Yeah, hopefully these lot last. Good on you. I think the guy looks pretty cool with black hair. Come on. Be well. Come on. What? What? That was such a random cut there. Fucking hell. That was good. That was a good number, that. That was really good. That was pretty high octane. Good energy. Great chorus. Belter. Virgin on hardcore, you know what I mean? It had a good heavy tonality to it. You know, great bold vocal. We got My Direction coming up next. I'm gassed. This has been a good record. Good record. Well written record, man. Well written record. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. This is going to be an easy listen, man. These songs are relatively short, just the way I like it. My Direction, 2 minutes, 2 seconds long. Track number 3, we're listening to Does This Look Affected? Shout out to Luffy is Cool, who's recommended this via the Patreon. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Da-da-da-da. Da-da. Ba 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 ba. Bruh, these dudes can put a melody together. These dudes can put a melody together. I've got to put some respect on the songwriting, man. We got credits here. 2002 Island Records. Bro, we got so much studio personnel. Andy Wallace, mixing, producer Greg Nori. Steve Sisko on personnel. Josh Wilbur. Let's just give some respect on the writing, alright? Composer, lyricist. We got Derek Wibley, Greg Nori, and Steve Jocks. Alright, so producer and composer and lyricist, this Greg guy, I don't know how it's pronounced. Yo, I gotta put some respect. The melodies are second to none. Absolutely pristine. We got Still Waiting coming up. 90 million views. Whoa, I'm excited. My neighbour's gonna be getting annoyed saying, what's all this racket about? I'm getting excited. Let's keep moving. We got track number 4 coming up, alright? Yes Now, Bless Now, don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. You might not have seen it if you're watching the full album listen through as opposed to it song by song. But I just went to the shops. I just got myself an Oreo dairy milk bar. I got myself some salty popcorn. I'm a big fan of salty popcorn. Arguably better than sweet popcorn. What do you think? And I got a cheeky meal deal as well. I'm buzzed. I gotta get myself to bed soon, but I think we'll get through this record. We got Still Waiting. Track number 4 of 14, 90 million views. Crazy. More than the Hell song. Let's jump in, shall we? See what all the buzz is about. Let's go.
Gotta go. I think I'm about
Island Records.
Hey guys, hey, how you doing? Have a seat. Take it easy on those chairs. Corinthian leather.
Have you heard the new album?
No, I haven't heard the new album. I'm sure it's great.
Yo, do you want to know something deep? They're cracking jokes here, signing, you know, record labels, record contracts, involved in the industry, selling out basically. Let's be completely real here, selling the heck out, okay? But I've got my head screwed onto this music game, yeah, and I'm thinking Sum 41, well-established band, reaching the kids. Of course, there's got to be a level of edge to it, yeah. But do you know what the music industry and the people who can't say too much? Do you know what it revolves around? It revolves around poisoning the youth and setting a message out, which is actually detrimental, generally speaking, to the youth and the influence of today. First song is called the Hell Song, spitting in the face of Christ. Okay, I'm not religious, but I know how this shit works. And the hell song, and call me a tinfoil hat, call me a conspiracy theorist. I didn't hear the word hell or the hell song referenced at all throughout the entirety of this tune. And I know we listen to death metal here. I know we listen to, you know, all this wacky, zany, edgy stuff, right? But I'm just going on a diatribe here because we're talking about record labels and so on and so forth. The motive of the label is not good, and there are ulterior motives when it comes to signing bands, especially impressionable young kids, and putting them in the forefront of the world. All right, the deals they sign are shit. When they talk about selling their soul, yeah, I'll give you fame and fortune, but you have to give me your rights. And what does the right equal? And what happens when my man says, yeah, we just need you to do this, and we'll make you larger than life? What happens when the parents sign the contracts on behalf of the kids? Okay, because they're not clued up on the industry. That's a story for another day. That's a story for another day, people. That's a story for another day. Repent for your sins, okay?
Sorts of songs about skateboarding and getting dumped. Yeah, I love this.
The entertainment industry as a whole is...
And here, listen, the reason I called you guys in here, your name, Sum 41, the number band thing is out, okay? Blink 182, Green Day 75. These names are not cool. What's in now is okay? The Strokes, I can't see you, the Vines, the Hives, the White Stripes. This isn't new. The Led Zeppelins, right? And you feel...
Let me give you some game on record labels whilst we're here, considering it's the topic and the concept of this video. There's such thing as getting shelved as an artist, right? So let's say Sum 41 sign with Universal Records, a subsidiary of Universal or whichever, right? If not Warner, if not Sony, all right? Mainstream record labels under the banner of mainstream at this point, distributed to the masses, marketed to the masses, heavy numbers being pumped into the band. Let's say they've signed a free album contract and that first record flops. Nobody buys the record. The label's just like, you've just lost us a ton of money, all right? Two things can happen. Either they're now literally slaves to the system as to where their second record has got to make up for that money, okay? Or the label can just say, we don't really want to put that second label out. They might not tell you overtly to your face, but you might write a record and you might be waiting on emails back and forth from the label for the best part of years on end, and they're not going to put that label out because they're just like, why should we? We're not making money because it's a business. And you signed the contract. You can't, as Sum 41, go and continue putting out music because you are contractually obliged to put out your next record for the record label. You see where this shit starts to get a little bit deep? That happens. And these labels, the majority of acts these labels are signing are not making the label money. That's for definite. They're not. But it's that's the whole point. Because now you are indebted to them, all right? When people say, oh, yeah, I signed a £1 million deal. You're not getting £1 million, you're getting loaned £1 million. And the interest on that £1 million is above and beyond any loan you're going to get anywhere else. It's a bad deal all the time, all right?
Guys, check
Sell your soul.
this out. The Sums.
Okay.
The Sums. What's in now is like drinking your beer and smoke. You guys smoke? No. Yeah, you do now. You like that? Smoke them up, Johnny. What's your name?
Derek?
Not anymore, isn't it, Sven? You like it? It's great.
Guess.
I don't know.
It's great.
I guess so.
I'm a big drinker. Yeah, used to smoke on the regular. Yeah, didn't smoke backy, did I? Sum 41, getting pissed up in all the videos. That main guy, he got a big bad problem with alcohol, didn't he? But the label's still pushing it first and foremost and getting it in all of the music videos and all of the visuals because it's cool, right? To influence the children to participate in these activities. Markets itself because it's cool, it's edgy, it's alternative, and it's rebellious. So naturally, it works, but these labels aren't pushing good messages, are they? They're not pushing. It would be detrimental for that label to push a good message down to the fact that they have established a structure built upon the destruction of communities. Don't get started on rap music, all right?
Sums?
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. What was that? It was like a subliminal I just saw on screen. What the heck is that? Bro, what was that? Bro, let me slow this down. What's going on here? I like the chorus, by the way. The chorus is good. This is probably the song I heard when at the start of this listen through I referenced the metal sound. Fucking hell, I keep missing it. What is that? So Hangman, innit? But what's this? LAOGHQKE9. What's that? Oh, is that attempts? Is that letters they've tried beforehand? What's the purpose of this? Have we got any comments on this? I miss the days where this kind of music was considered mainstream. What a great time to be alive. That's what I referenced earlier. If you signed under the banner of one of the big 3 record labels, then you are officially a mainstream act. That's the only way to be mainstream. If you signed by Universal, Sony, or Warner. Alright, they all talk to each other. If you get blackballed by one, you're blackballed by all of them. You'll never touch the mainstream again. Yes, now. To be fair, I think the outfits are sick. I actually think the you know, the orchestration of the outfit as the band, I think it looks sick, honestly. I think they look cool, low-key. Punk's Not Dead. Punk's Not Dead. It's got a great chorus to it. Great chorus. I've definitely heard that one before. Because I remember that chorus melody. Decent tune. Yeah, decent tune. I mean, even though I can see why it's the most played, I prefer something about what we heard before, and I think my direction was good, to be honest. You know what? I'm not going to gas on it. We're actually going to do track number 5 as well in the same video, NIC, because it's 38 seconds long. Let's see if we've got some hardcore. Come on. Because I know that they've done this before. They've thrown in some radgy hardcore tunes, so
Stay organized.
let's go. Decent tune. Punk's Not Dead. We've got some 41 Skulljaw face masks down below, which not that exact skull face mask, but there's like a far right, isn't there? Alt right face mask that has the skull on it, and it's somewhat close to that, to be honest with you. So don't go buying some 41 face mask merchandise and getting confused like you're a member of an organisation you might not necessarily want to be correlated with, okay? We've got No Brains coming up next, track number 6. Let's keep things moving, No more conspiracy theories from here. No more critical thinking on the industry from here, alright? There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, signing in. I don't know if I'll finish this record tonight, to be honest with you. It's getting a little bit later. This is No Brains. It's track number 6 of 14. We're listening to Does This Look Infected, as recommended on the Patreon by my mate, Luffy is Cool. Let's go! You know what? I'll go from the top. It feels like I missed the second off of that. That's mad. I've got a related video. Some 41 did a tune called 88. Oh, do you know what 88 stands for in some circles? That's crazy. That's probably why it's named a song. I don't know what lyrical content says. Come on. That was a good solo, that. That was a really good solo. That was a good tune. I really like the second part of the chorus where it raises. That was a decent tune. It's very metal, very metal. I mean, it's not so metal as like it's like full on death metal, but instrumentally, them riffs were metal as heck. Let's get back to the punk, shall we? All Messed Up coming up next. Track number 7. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to some 41. All Messed Up is the name of this one. This is track number 7 of 14, essentially the midway point. Let's go. Here we go. Da 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 da. messed up.
Going nowhere fast, run circles in my mind, so blind. Who are these voices in my head? I can't go on like this, living like the dead. I haven't slept so long, feelings that I dread. I'm talking to myself, forgot what I just said. 'Cause I'm
All messed up.
making perfect nonsense, drowning in my doubt. Too well, 'cause I'm all messed up. Going nowhere fast, run circles in my mind, so blind. Well, I hold my only enemy as closely as a friend, and I've sold my own reality to further my descent. Self-destruction taking over, it's so easy to pretend. Introduction to this nightmare that now seems may never end. Can anyone help me drag my heels? I'm running over time. I can't hold down my meals. My mind is racing by, staring blankly. Feels like pulling at my teeth while this tension winds. 'Cause I'm
All messed up.
making perfect nonsense, drowning in my doubt. Too well, 'cause I'm all messed up. Going nowhere fast, run circles in my mind, so blind.
It was alright. It felt a little bit plastic though. Oh, messed up. It was a good hook, catchy hook. But it just felt a bit cheap to me, that number. Yeah, it wasn't a... It was a good song for what it's worth, but it didn't really sell itself to me. I don't really know what I'm looking for, to be honest. But we'll keep on moving. We've got Mr. Amsterdam coming up next, alright? Track number 8. See you there, people. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. Mr. Amsterdam is the name of this one. Track number 8 of 14. Let's go. Who's Mr. Amsterdam? Six months ago, this comment was left. Said to hear Sum 41 is disbanding. Is that right? It's mad, really. Sum 41 disbanding and Blink 182 just going strength to strength in this day and age.
I've said this before, no matter how hard I try, I can't help be bored while this world passes by. So this revelation's got no meaning, we lost it all in hopeless dreaming. I just losing ground. Painted black,
What, we got breakdowns in this? Come on now.
just forget me. Cause I'm thinking it's too heavy. I can't stop believing there's something to be said. What are we achieving with the bullshit that we're fed? I know what I'm gonna say. I've lived to see the day the smoke comes to be. Here's a resignation from me. A resignation from me. A resignation from me. I've said this before, no matter how hard I try, I can't help be bored while this world passes by.
There's heaps of tremolo picking on this record for the last few songs. Like thrash metal tremolo picking with quite a clean guitar, don't get me wrong. A bit more of an overdriven guitar as opposed to like distorted.
Don't tell me we're close to something that we don't even understand. Some might say we're all to blame. The outside's all I know. I'm the one here to complain. I can find the answers to save humanity.
Here we go. Ba-da-da-da. Are we gonna thrash? Are we gonna thrash? Are we gonna thrash? Ooh. Hard. Ba-da-da. That double kick, heavy metal. Not a bad tune. Quite a funny chord to just finish on there. Dun! Not the right chord. If you want a perfect cadence, that is. That was a decent tune. I didn't pick up any of the lyrical content, to be honest. I did like that little mosh section at the end there. That was pretty good. That was quite good. This is a very metal record. This is really metal. Thanks for Nothing is the track that's coming up next. Track number 9, alright? Yo! There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV. Bada bing, signing in. Thanks for Nothing. Track number 9 of 14 on Does This Look Infected. Shout out to Luffy is Cool, who has allowed me to check this record out via a recommendation on Patreon. Let's go.
I'll never take part in the growing population or waste my time with further education. Forget what we know, it's just a big show, what they want to control. So jaded, frustrated, it's all so complicated. Fashion, no passion surrounds me. All I know is I've heard it all before. Reality's a bore. You ask me to believe in something fake, but I can't bring myself to do what you want me to. This is who we are, and nothing's gonna change.
This is a really good one. This is a really good tune. This is a really good tune. The verse is great. The chorus is great. The intro was great.
Nothing's gonna change.
The instrumental as a whole is great. I like that.
I can't take part in the businessman illusion. I'll take my chance in the real world confusion. Don't blame us. Who do we trust when they're so dishonest? No patience. This nation's obsessed with exploitation. Lying, denying surrounds me. All I know is I've heard it all before. Reality's a bore. You ask me to believe in something fake, but I can't bring myself to do what you want me to. This is who we are, and nothing's gonna change.
Come on. This is an incredibly metal record. Once you get out of the first few tracks, it's just metal all the way. Nice. Thanks for nothing. I like that. That was a really good tune. I like that outro as well. With the reference of the title, Thanks for Nothing. That was really good. Yeah, that was a great tune. That was a great tune. That was a good tune. Some good ideas going on in that one. That was better than last 3 or 4 tracks. Definitely, definitely. Hyperinsomnia Paracontrioid or something like that is coming up next, alright?
Vodafone.
Come on now. I'm not sponsored by Vodafone, anyone. Let's keep going. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now, people. Yes, yes, yes. I just got out of the shower, all right? Don't get too emotional. I said I probably wasn't going to finish this record tonight. You know what? I'm going to finish this record off. So this is Hyper Insomnia, Para, Countryoid, okay? Let's jump straight in. 2 minutes 32 seconds this one. It's a short one. Let's go.
Silence is ringing in my head, stuck on repeat. Not much longer I'll be dead, so just forgive me. I'm losing my mind, and I don't think you could save me this time.
Here we go.
And it goes on and on, and I just feel helpless. How long will this take to wear on and on? When will I get through this? Welcome to my own down and out. I'm falling deeper in this hole to disaster. I'm gripping what I thought control was falling faster. I'm losing my mind, and I don't think you could save me this time. And it goes on and I just feel helpless. How long will this take to wear on and on? When will I get through this? Welcome to my own down and out. It's dragging on, I'm wearing thin. I can't stop these walls, they keep caving in. It's gone too far, where's my mind? Why can't I stop fear this paranoia?
There's quite an epic feel to this one, like a bit of a larger-than-life sound to this one.
But you never is alright, when it's us with me. But you never is alright, when it's us with me.
Here we go.
And it goes on and on.
Tight stabs there.
And I just feel helpless. How long will this take to wear on and on? When will I get through this? Welcome to my own down and out. Welcome is never ending. Welcome to my own down and out. Welcome falling further. Welcome to my own down and out.
Big booming sounds, eh? Big booming sounds. It's a great production on it. When the distortion kicks in and there's a big melody, it's a really large sound. It's a really full sound. I mean, I try every once in a while producing my own music and so forth, and I just don't know how these lot do it. These producers are so brilliant at what they do to create such an epic sound, man. I have no idea how they do it. Absolutely fantastic. That was an alright number. That was an alright number. We got Billy Spleen coming up next, track number 11. All right, Billy Spleen. Okay. Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. King of the Pit TV. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. This one's entitled Billy Spleen. All right, who's Billy? Who's Mr. Spleen? Let's find out. Track 11. Does this look infected? No comments. Shall I leave the Nah, we won't leave a comment, people. I got banned for doing it. That was Billy Spleen. It wasn't a great tune. It wasn't a great tune. The band's really gone metal on this record. So if you like the metal, then you really will like this record. Whereas if you like the pop punk, you know, I can see how you can fall out a little bit with this. I don't have too much to comment on. It wasn't really gripping to me. I was daydreaming for half of it, let's be real. So what I'm going to do in the same video is I'm going to listen to track 12, Hooch. Alright, at 3 minutes 30, this might be a better one. It's got a few more views than Billy Spleen. Billy Spleen was like the least viewed track on this record so far, you know. So, 3, 2, 1, let's get into it, Hooch. Come on now. This might be a good one, this. You know what? There's not enough snare rolls in music nowadays. Machine gun snare rolls, so hard.
It's your last chance to find yourself a consequence. So hard to find a simple reason. Maybe I'll find myself in evidence. Hate breeds with nothing to believe in. Another day of paradise. If you only knew, wouldn't it be nice? Get away, get away, get away. I'm about to detonate. Everything to prove, nothing to lose. Just when everything has fallen to the ground, gonna knock it down. Just believe me when I tell you it's alright. This time we're on our way to tragedy. Forever bored and now time from the in crowd. I've come to grips confronting my reality. Numb struck, it's me against the world now. For all you know, it's not for real. Spare me the obsession that you deal. Get away, get away, get away. About to detonate. Everything to prove, nothing to lose. Just when everything
I like the backing vocals on that. It's pretty hardcore. Hoo, hoo,
Everything to prove, nothing to lose. Just when everything has fallen to the ground, gonna knock it down. Just believe me when I tell you. Everything to prove, nothing to lose. Just when everything has fallen to the ground, gonna knock it down. Just believe me when I tell you it's alright. I should have known right from the start. You take this trust to rip me apart. Could it be a change of heart?
Here we go. That was quite a bizarre tempo change there.
Be a change of heart.
Almost awkward, don't you think? Shred. Come on.
Fall into you, but don't believe that this is real. Fall into
This is a nice change of the norm, this bridge section.
but don't believe that this is real. Fall into you, but don't
Believe this is real. Into you.
But don't believe that this is real.
I thought that was great. That was a great bridge outro section. That, yeah, that was really good. That was fantastic. That was quite unique for some 41. I got a mate who put shows on. Yeah, still does put shows on, but I don't think he uses this technique no more. Like what we've got on the front cover of this album, he would like graphic design the artwork. Then he'd use a printer, print it out, and he'd do this. He'd fold it up, fold it into compartments. Then he'd open it back up and then scan it so it looked like, you know, an old school poster style, even though it initially came through nice and clean graphic design on Photoshop or something. So that's pretty cool. We got Rain in Pain, Heavy Metal Jamboree coming up next, alright? There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're coming to the end of the record. Does This Look Infected? It's been an interesting record. Although Frank Mantis says, who's singing in this song? I'm not into this track. Shite, alright? Love everything about this album. Sum 41 experimenting with more moody metal sound. Rock on. Most definitely incredibly metal, this record. Come on, though. The guitarist is awesome in this. I believe they're taking a pee out of cheesy metal bands from the 80s. No doubt. Steve-O singing. Okay, let's get into it. Heavy Metal Jamboree. Bit of a tongue-in-cheek one.
Are you ready? Yeah! Here it comes.
1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a reoccurring theme on their records, innit, where they do this sort of tongue-in-cheek heavy metal thing, but it's less so a one-off on this record because there's been so much metal that's come before it that it fits in. Is that high falsetto in the background? That's such a high vocal, listen. Wow. Come on. That was good, that. Rain in Pain. It was good. I mean, it was a bit, you know what I mean, corny for corny's sake, but I thought it was actually pretty good. It was pretty good. Pretty good. That's as much as I'll say about it, you know, because, honestly, on the last records, it stood out because it was, like, a one-off, but with the record being so metal, it sort of just makes sense. Like, it sounds like a normal track. You've just got a different frontman on at this point. I can't read Roman numerals, so I don't know what World War this is, but it's part 2, I can tell you that much, and we're going to finish this record off. See you then. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, listening to Sum 41. So if you like Sum 41 and enjoy my reactions to do so, let me know in the comments, and I want you to give a thanks to Luffy is Cool purely as it's them who has requested this through the Patreon and had me continue my journey through the band's records, alright? So let's finish this record off, and afterwards I'll have a little overview of the record, and I'll give it a bit of a rating, okay? So, without further ado, this is the longest one on the record at 5 minutes 9. I'm looking forward to getting into bed, to be honest. So let's finish off. Let's go. Song starts at 1:32. I've just gotten out of the shower for those who've just joined. This sounds nothing like Sum 41, but it's a great track. It's a great track. Come on. So I know people get so excited when I pause in the middle of a solo, but something came to mind. Steven said, I'd love to hear a full Pain for Pleasure album. So was Pain for Pleasure like the tongue-in-cheek metal act that the band sort of put on their records? Come on. Right, that was a great tune. That was a great tune. I was looking at Coxsparrow tickets. I want to see if I can see Coxsparrow in Leeds in 1 week's time. Saturday, 9th of December. It's telling me I need an app and a lot, though, to buy a ticket. Can you imagine that? I'm not downloading an app for no. So, that was a good tune. Fantastic chorus. They should have just chucked out that Rain in Pain crap and replaced it with this. Just kept this on, because this is so much better. I mean, it was all of the metal, but it was actually a real serious little shindig. It was very good. Very good. I really enjoyed it. The guitar solo was tasty as hell. Chorus was tasty as hell. I'm going to do one last video where I'm going to give a little overview of this record. I'll tell you my final thoughts. I might even rate it out of 10, alright? So I'll see you then. Yo, what's good, people? Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. I just listened to Sum 41's, is it their third record at this point? Potentially it's their second LP, because people call, what, Half Hour of Power an EP, but it didn't seem like it was an EP when I listened to it, but that's what people say. Anywho, I want to give a bit of praise and a shout out to Luffy is Cool, who recommended it via the Patreon, okay? So if you want to join in recommending some great artists for me to check out so we can share the experience and bond and communicate over fantastic music, that's the place to do so. If you like Sum 41, that's who's recommended it, so give them some respect, put some respect on that name, yeah? Now, this metal, you can tell what I've got in my mind. This record is so much more metal than the two that have come before. They've had this tongue-in-cheek metal thing, and the problem is, I'm going to start off by saying this, the problem is I don't really like the metal as much as I like the punk. I want to hear more punk stuff, some more pop-punk driven music, because I think their songwriting is fantastic in that regards. The metal stuff, I'd rather leave that to the metal bands. But that being said, it doesn't devalue the act whatsoever, just my personal tastes are a little bit different. So from the get-go, I'm going to say this is fantastic, but it doesn't generally appeal to me like the last two records did, unfortunately. But that's not to say I didn't enjoy it. There were some great ideas on this record. There was some fantastic tight playing, instrumentally speaking. So the metal and the tremolo picking and the triplets and so forth, the gallops and whatnot, they were played through an overdriven guitar as opposed to like an overt, distorted, mega beast of a tone. So it came out really tight and precise, and you could hear the precision of the picking, which is, brilliant. These dudes can really do a good job as far as being technically able to produce great music. I think Rick Rubin was on the literal production of the record, which, man, what hasn't Rick Rubin touched, you know what I mean? The Hell Song was a good tune. Over My Head, Better Off Dead was a good tune. Still Waiting was a good tune, so they were the music videos. Thanks for Nothing was a good tune. Hooch, I really like the outro section of that. And yeah, everything in between held a good standard, but the metal thing to me just doesn't sell it as much as the pop-punk elements of things. So I think I'm erring to thinking that Blink-182 is a little more down my alley in comparison to Sum 41, because I do kind of put them together in competition. Although the last Blink-182 record I heard was the self-titled, and coming into the age of emo in the 2000s, I felt like they might have lost a little bit of magic in comparison to what Sum 41 were putting out right now. So, it's up for debate. But yeah, a lot of metal on the record. I think the Rain in Pain Heavy Metal Jamboree, track number 13, I don't think that should have even been bothered to put on, or they shouldn't have used it as a joke, because the rest of the record was actually just more or less metal anyway. You know what I mean? So it didn't stand out as much as it did on the past records when they did a little bit of a heavy metal shindig. Vocal was good. They had some great hooks here and there. and it was generally a fun record to listen to. Singles, definitely big and bold, but it feels like this record, you tell me, some 41 heads, where does this record stand as far as its popularity? Because I haven't really seen the artwork in reference to people promoting Sum 41 before, you know? So I don't know how popular this record is as a whole. Definitely the singles made a big splash because there was heaps of views on them, and the music videos were really good. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm going to rate this record, you know, I'll give it... I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10, personally. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. If we were all in the metal space, it'd get a 4 out of 10. The music singles really raised the standard. The ones they did, and I know Still Waiting, I think it was, which was like a metal tune in itself, at least the verse section was. It worked, you know, it worked. If Sum 41 could just continue doing records jam-packed full of pop songs like that, structured like that, because the record, All Killer, No Filler, that was just like songwriting 101. It was hit after hit after hit. I really enjoyed the way they were writing on that record. I'm really curious as to where they've gone from here on the next record. Have they gone even more metal? I'm really curious, so I'm going to have to continue on my journey, but I'm going to sign out now. So I'm going to say peace, one love, people. I'll see you on the flip side.